All right, our final presenter for this round, Dean Eberhardt from HopTea. There he is.
Hey, thank you. Hi, my name is Dean. I'm one of the co-founders of HopTea from Boulder, Colorado. HopTea is 0 calories, 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, completely natural and sparkling. I was inspired to create this product on day 25 of a Whole 30 when I really wanted a beer, but I couldn't have one. We set out to create something that was as good or better than what I was missing. It was extremely difficult. We had challenging criteria. We wanted it to taste amazing, have 0 calories, and only 3 ingredients. It took us 18 long months to figure this out in our garage brewery. During that time, I lost 50 pounds and developed a deep connection with nature, nutrition, and wellness, and a strong desire to bring a product to market that allowed consumers to make healthy choices like I did. We launched in May at a farmer's market in Denver with the question of, is anyone going to buy our crazy product? The answer was a resounding yes. They immediately connected with the unique and refreshing flavor profile. We were excited to launch in Whole Foods in September, but the best part was it opened us up to a totally new customer. Whole Foods loves us because we're innovative, handmade, and only 3 ingredients: water, tea, and hops. It's flowers, leaves, and water. I like to say it's antioxidants, essential oils, and flavor. It turns out that this tasty thing we made is actually super healthy. We found that the craft beer lovers were immediately connected when we put HopTea in bold on the front of the can and when the product tasted amazing. But we got to a much larger audience when we made each SKU connected to a type of tea and then built a unique hop profile out of that. We spent a ton of time refining our packaging to express craft, quality, and premium, all at only a $2.99 price point. We know that HopTea on the front is a bit expected, but we believe that our Hoplark brand can define this category the way Guayaki did with yerba mate. We position this product not as a non-alcoholic beer, but instead as a cool new type of tea. And the experience for the customer is completely different. The great thing is HopTea is shelf stable, so we're actually able to make money in e-commerce right now. And we have been for 6 months. We're also in the unique position where we have all the revenue channels of craft beer and all the revenue channels of natural food. And we're going to use them cohesively to launch the product in new markets and raise awareness. So let's talk about our target customer. We found that almost anyone can love HopTea, but we especially resonate with millennials and foodies whose love of sparkling water has prepared their palate for the completely unsweetened HopTea. I'm super excited to announce that in January, we're launching the world's first HopTea brewery and tap room in Boulder, Colorado. You see, we make this. Seriously, we don't co-pack. We make this. That's totally intentional. It keeps us connected to the customer and innovation. HopTea's difficult to make, but we have it down to a science. And I have 15 years in manufacturing. We're going to approach 70% margins next year. But the most fun part about all of this is we get to connect with our best customers in a totally non-alcoholic tap room every day. We believe that this unique flavor, this amazing aroma, has the opportunity to change people's lives for the better. Hoplark HopTea may just be a small brand today, but we think we can make a positive impact on the world. Cheers.
Nicely done. You ever given a TED talk or anything like that? You're
No, never in my life.
comfortable up here. Well
I
done.
feel a little like Taylor. Never before experienced that.
Well done. John Craven, HopTea, innovative idea. You're blending sort of beer and tea into one beverage. What are your thoughts on the liquid?
I think the liquid, it for sure, tastes reminiscent of like an IPA. I guess I see good and bad to that. Personally, I'm someone who tried too many IPAs to the point where I don't know, it's hard to drink beer. I'm not sure I want hops in like a non-alcoholic form. I think, my other feedback just from what I saw, and I think there's definitely something here. I think you said, we're not positioning it as a non-alcoholic beer, but then you're opening a tap room, which is like what breweries do. So I don't know, it seems like you should either pick to go all in with, trying to straddle or tag along with craft beer, or just not, and, be a sparkling water or a tea company or something, and act like that. But right now it seems like it's trying to straddle both, which...
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I mean, we've had a lot of success in both channels, and so we see that as an advantage. But I appreciate the feedback. I think it has a perspective in the tea aisle. That's the intention, and then it also has a perspective for a craft beer lover in a liquor store, for example, or in a bar. But I love the feedback. Thank you.
Kalam, what do you think of the infusion of beer ingredients into a non-alcoholic product like HopTea?
I loved it. I thought it was really refreshing. I think it's a different taste. I wonder if many consumers are looking for more of a tea taste, with tea so prominent in the brand name, right? But I think it's not sweet, no sugar. I think consumers are going to really like that. You're going to have to find the right consumer and the right occasion. I actually think you should lean more into the alt beer occasion, right? So when you don't want to drink, or you don't want alcohol, or you can't consume alcohol, this is a great, refreshing alternative.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Ken, you were looking at the back of the can. What were you looking for?
To see if there was caffeine.
Is there any caffeine?
Yeah, so 4 of our SKUs have caffeine, and we have a chamomile with 0 caffeine.
How does that affect your perception of the product?
Well, we get these pads and we get notes to write, and what my first reaction was, it's cool, but it's niche, and it's also white space. So there's some versatility there that I think is, as John alluded to, consumers will tell you through their feedback which one you should lean in, either the tea side or the malt side. And you're at the nascent stage now where, just be nimble and be listening to consumers.
Thank you. Yeah, a lot of what's informing my opinion has been our velocity at Whole Foods thus far, which has been really great in the tea aisle. So, but we're also doing really well on premises. So I think we're going to look at both, but I appreciate that.
Vanessa, the other judges sort of touched on this, consumer education for this type of product. Do you think it's more of an uphill battle?
This is going to be tough, but worth it because it tastes great.
Thank you.
And your presentation was great.
Thank you.
I think one thing that I would caution is the type of tea that you're selecting, because some of the teas are not going to mask the heavy hop taste, maybe perhaps as much as some of the other flavors. So for myself, I'm kind of with her where she says somebody might want more tea. So I'm looking at it, I'm seeing HopTea, and that's going to be the brand education piece. What am I getting when I drink this? The hop is forward. But I don't know that I was expecting it to be that forward. If I purchased this off the tea aisle, I might be shocked. If I purchased it off the beer aisle, I would be more inclined to think I was getting a beer brewed with tea, and finishing with tea. But it definitely tastes like a beer to me.
Thank you. I
Non-alcoholic
appreciate that. And we had 2 other SKUs that are less hoppy, so I don't know where those
Okay.
got in your guys' world, but
Got it.
our green tea is super clean, and then the chamomile is really chamomile forward because we found our customers love that flavor with like a slight subtle citrus of hops. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Excellent feedback. Thank you so much.
Great
Thank you,
job.
Dean. Fantastic.
Thanks, Jay.